Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. It is Wednesday, the 10th of May 2023, and we're looking at this Jazwares Fortnite Master Series Cube Queen, who does look pretty cool. Looks like a great match for fantasy if you're not into the sort of Fortnite stuff, which I'm not really into. The figures I am, but the game I never played, so I think I've seen it like once or twice on YouTube clips or something. Anyway, let's get a quick look. So it says comes with 7 pieces, 27 points of articulation. Not sure how they count. Normally it's 28, so maybe she's lost one somewhere. Open up. She's got this nice pink gun. Looks like possibly a double barrel shotgun and some effects. And they have the crystal wings wrap, which may not be in there because if this is a production sample or production prototype, it won't include the code. If it does, and you're on Patreon, you get to see it first and get to use it first. And if you want to join Patreon, see top of right of your screen now for the link. We can see all the videos early, and there are other benefits too. On the back, it shows us the Origin, Master Series Origin, who I've not seen, Master Series Mecha Strike Commander, who I have seen, but I was too slow, couldn't buy it. But he'll be available again later, I'm sure, and I'll pick him up then. Okay, I'm going to unbox this and set it up. I'll be back in an instant with our first look at this Cube Queen. Stay tuned. And here she is. What I thought were effects is actually a little staircase with foot pins that she's on the back stair, the higher stair now. Pretty good. Let's get a closer look. Let's zoom in a little bit. Okay, so she comes with this cube. It looks similar to the cube we saw with who was it? Was it Ruin? If I remember rightly, Ruin, and who was the other person he was with? I can't remember. That 2-pack, was it 8 Ball maybe? Looks a bit like that cube we saw previously. Another gun here, quite nice, particularly having the magazine, the clip, in a different color. Not sure about the pink and purple though. This, I'm guessing, is back bling because it's got a little peg. Yeah, that's not doing it for me there. And then the actual staircase and figure. So staircase is like this, which is pretty cool. That's got uses in fantasy for real. These are sort of a soft, rubbery, glued-in pieces, and you can see there are little pegs on a staircase there. She comes with this staff, which needs some paint apps. Though if you want to Warhammer Fantasy Battle or Age of Sigmar, that's coming on looking like the horned rat sort of icon there, and that wouldn't be too much work to make it look a horned rat icon for a Skaven staff. And then what I thought was a double barrel shotgun still looks like a shotgun. Look at that part down the bottom there. It's more like a sort of a laser shotgun or something. It does look pretty damn cool. That's a nice sci-fi weapon, which I'll be tempted to use with a sci-fi cowboy in the future. And then the Cube Queen herself, let's get a look. Nice work on the eyes, not sure about that painted face. Sculpting is okay. This is a very soft plastic, so it's not really going to impede her articulation. Good work on the hair. Now, I noticed when I take the box that she comes apart as they all do, but then this is not something you can take off because it hasn't got the normal midsection that would go on a figure. She'd be like this if you take it off, so she's a bit like a sort of an android look. You could do that. So you do actually need to use this part here, which has become, this is not the first time they've done that with Fortnite figures, as far, you know. And there's something similar we saw with the Sisters of Battle from the Joy Toy Warhammer 40k line. But it does work quite well. Okay, let's look at articulation. So head is a left and a right. The hair will get in the way a little bit. There's a down, pretty damn good. Up is not so good because of the hair. Small side to side. Shoulders all the way around to the side. She's going to struggle because of the pauldrons, the sculpt in there. So not quite the 180, not quite flat. On the bicep, she does get just about 90 degrees in each arm. So that's pretty cool. On the hands, it's gun articulation, I can see on her right, and it's wave articulation on her left. So Fortnite is doing more and more figures with gun articulation and wave articulation now. Trunk, she can turn very, very well from the trunk. She can dip backwards and forwards slightly and side to side slightly. Waist, she can't really turn, there's no piece down there, but together, waist and hips, you know, that's her legs going both flat there, is good for sitting down. Backwards is not bad. Sideways, yeah, alright. Sideways, she's gonna pop out of joint, so it's okay. To the sides of the hips, so forwards we saw, sideways is a full split, I mean proper full splits, which is fantastic. Forwards we just saw is good. The backwards, oh look at that, she's doing a full split in each direction. Really good job on that. Let's have a look at the back. I'll move this up. You see how the joints, because there's different on this sculpting, so the butt tends to be a bit smaller, but what the difference is really is on the hip joints there. They've got that little cutout part, we can see that it's recessed around here, so it can go back about turning out too far. Good job by Jazwares. There is a thigh twist underneath, you can just about see there. Double kneecap, skinny legs, incredibly tight. Feet, you're not expecting anything amazing in terms of, God, that's a stiff joint. Oh, there we go. So she gets a pretty damn good dorsiflexation. Her Michael Jackson tee-hee, her tippy toe is pretty good too. But there is no boot turn, but she does have an outwards and inward swivel. So pretty damn good, all things considered. And again, she does make a good fantasy figure. Bit of repaint needed. She'd even make a good sci-fi figure with a repaint as well. Let's stick her back up over here, and she does have a very good neutral position where she stands up very nicely. Let's get an idea of her size. Get my trusty tape measure. So in cm, she is 11.5 to the very top of there, approximately. If I compare it to my on the desk Boss Fight Studios Cigar the Wanderer, who is a fantastic fantasy figure, you can see that she scales well and is in fact taller than him. In fact, I think she's even looking down there slightly as well. Quite an imposing queen. Good all-round figure. I do like her a lot. Glad I picked her up. Would I be looking for another one? Yeah, I don't think I will be unless I decide to do a custom in the future. Or unless I see one loose and cheap, I might do it then. But she is a good figure. Okay, so Awesome Action Toys signing out, saying please like, share, subscribe. Check out the Patreon. I'll see you in the next video. Check out the video description below. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye-bye.